again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome back inside the broadcast booth. Well, Felix Dubron makes his Major League debut tonight. He's just 22 years of age from Venezuela. He's been at 2 classifications already this year, at AA Portland and at AAA Pawtucket, and tonight he takes on the LA Dodgers. We asked his manager, Terry Francona, what we can expect tonight.
You know, he's a fun kid to watch this spring. He had poise. Everybody liked his fastball. And he's not the finished product. You know, he's still developing in secondary pitches, but he's got some finish on that fastball. He's not afraid to throw it. Quick to the plate, holds runners. I think it's another one of those where we're excited. You know, we got a young kid coming that's got a chance to impact our future, but in the meantime, help us win now, and that makes us excited.
Well, he's just 22 years of age, and the second now Major League debut for the Red Sox in a week. Of course, Daniel Navin last weekend. Tonight it's Felix Dubron. Now it's time to take a look at some of the Red Sox injuries with the third member of our broadcast team. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Don. We checked in with Terry Francona today on Josh Beckett's progress.
He is. Today's a lighter day. Tomorrow he'll get back out pretty deep, and he hopefully going to maybe get about 10 off the mound at the end, which is a really good sign. That's just to get him again, just starting on that angle again, on downhill angle, but he's doing really well. He feels, you can just tell by, maybe you can't get, I don't know if you see him, but the way he walks around, he's feeling pretty good about himself.
As for Daisuke Matsuzaka, he will throw a 3-inning simulated game tomorrow. He's in line to make his return to the Sox rotation on Thursday. This injury report is brought to you by Fallon Community Health Plan. With $400 fitness reimbursements, Fallon Community Health Plan always does more to keep your employees healthy. Contact your broker or go to fchp.org. We'll be right back with the first pitch after this.
Southwest Airlines, your New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, your New England Ford dealers, Noni 7-Day Croissants, and by New England Kia dealers. Hey, good evening once again, everybody. It is a spectacular night from Fenway Park. High blue skies, lights are on, and it's time to check out the visiting Dodgers starting 9. Matt Campbell will lead it off in center field with Russell Martin doing the catching, batting second. Andre Ethier is in right field. Manny Ramirez is the DH. Casey Blake is at third base, and James Loney at first base. Ryan Belliard at second base bats seventh. Reed Johnson is in left field. He bats eighth. And Jamie Carroll is at shortstop batting ninth. On the mound for the Red Sox making his Major League debut is Felix Dubron. His combined numbers between the Portland Sea Dogs and the Pawtucket Red Sox, 12 starts, 6-1 mark, a 2.11 earned run average. You heard Terry Francona say this is not the finished product, but they are proud of what he's been able to accomplish so far. And with Daisuke Matsuzaka on the DL as well as Josh Beckett, room in the rotation. And it's Felix Doubront who gets the start tonight. It's Matt Kemp in on the right side, and the first pitch of this one is in there for strike one, and we're underway. Matt Kemp at 263. 11 home runs and 35 runs batted in. This is a Dodgers squad that is tied for first in the National League West with the San Diego Padres. They're both 38 and 28 atop the NL West. Manny has been on the field a few times, of course, for batting practice, out there for stretching. The reviews will tell you this, to this point, have been very much mixed. It's an 0-2 to Kemp. Slow curveball that misses outside, and it's 1-2.
First breaking ball we've seen from Doubront tonight. Fastball about 93, and that breaking ball at about 76.
Swing and a foul tip strikes him out. Doubrant's first batter in the majors is Matt Kemp, and he strikes him out.
Well, Terry Francona talked about Doubront having a good fastball, and that's the pitch he really relies on. Picks up the strikeout to Kemp. Kemp has already struck out 75 times this season.
Joe Torre returning to Fenway Park. Seems strange to see the LA on the cap. No longer the interlocking N and Y as Torre and the Dodgers come in. This is on the ground right side off the bat of Martin. It's Pedroia. 2 down. Andre Ethier is coming up, but that's not the reaction we're about to hear. Manny's making his way to the on-deck circle by him. So while we wait for Manny Ramirez to bat, here's Andre Ethier. He's having a fabulous season. A .339 batting average with 12 home runs and 43 runs batted in. As he takes strike one. Ethier is the league leader in the National League in batting average. That hefty .339 average. It's in tight, and it's 1-1. There's so many storylines for a series that does not happen very often between the Dodgers and the Red Sox. And of course, it starts with Manny Ramirez, but Andre Ethier and Dustin Pedroia, the Red Sox second baseman, are about as good of friends as you can be. This is on the ground to third base. Beltre's got it. We'll have to wait another inning to hear the reception for Ramirez. Nice first for Felix Doubront. Red Sox coming up.
Gonna lay out, I think, all game.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm probably talking.
Okay. The Dodgers don't score in the top of the first. The Red Sox are coming up on the last of the first. Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup. It's brought to you by New England Chevy Dealers. Marco Scutero leading it off at shortstop with Dustin Pedroia at second base. David Ortiz at DH with Kevin Youkilis at first base. J.D. Drews in right with Adrian Beltre at third base. Jason Varitek does the catching with Mike Cameron in center field batting eighth. And Daniel Nava in left field bats ninth. Carlos Monasterios is on the mound tonight for the Dodgers. His 17th appearance, a 3-1 mark with a 2.98 earned run average. Opponents are hitting at 242 against him. In the freeway series against the Angels, he took a loss, lasting just 2 2/3, and giving up 4 runs in his last outing. Marco Scutero leads it off and takes strike one.
He was in the bullpen before jumping into the starting rotation for the Dodgers. This is his 6th start of the season, his 17th appearance overall.
First time that he has ever faced the Red Sox, as misses away for ball 1-1-1. He's tied for 5th in the National League in hit batsmen. He's hit 4 so far in 42 1/3 innings. This is up the middle, but to the backhand goes Belliard, playing some throws, and Scutero's out number 1.
The Dodger defense is 12th in the National League. They've made 48 errors on the season. Casey Blake will be at third base. Jamie Carroll, a shortstop. Ronnie Belliard at second. And James Loney, the first baseman. Left to right, Reed Johnson, Matt Kemp, and Andre Ethier. Russell Martin doing the catching.
One out here in the bottom of the first inning for Dustin Pedroia. Totes a .270 average, 9 homers, 34 runs batted in. Lines one into left field in the first pitch he sees for a base hit.
8-game hitting streak now for Dustin Pedroia as he jumps on that first fastball and rifles it to left field for the base hit. Ball was supposed to be away. It stayed middle. And Pedroia with the line drive base hit to left field.
So with that, he extends the hitting streak to 8 games, 483 during the stretch. With a home run, 4 doubles mixed in. Dodgers are going into the shift for David Ortiz.
And they move Casey Blake, their third baseman, over on the other side of the infield.
Down and in for ball 1. David 2 for 3 in the ballgame last night. Had a great series against Arizona. He's got a 6-game hitting streak coming into tonight's action, but against the Diamondbacks, he was 5 for 9 with 2 home runs. There's a strike 1-1, and David was not alone in the success the Red Sox enjoyed against the Diamondbacks, of course, sweeping Arizona. And as a result, with the Yankees and Rays both losing their games last night, the Red Sox are just 2 games out of the top spot in the American League East. Troya starts and stops at first as it's ball 2, 2-1. Ortiz lays off, 3-1. Ortiz with a home run here last night, second time in the last 3 games. He's tied for 8th now in the American League with 14 home runs in 55 overall games this season. Pedroia grows, and it's a high drive to deep right center field, back towards the triangle. It is deep, and that ball's gone. David Ortiz with a 2-run home run. Red Sox lead it 2-0. Home run number 15 of the season for Big Papi, and a fast start for the Sox.
Monasterios falls behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike to David Ortiz. He doesn't have that kind of velocity to throw the ball by Ortiz.
A 2-run shot for David Ortiz. Kevin Youkilis stands in on the right side and takes strike 1.
David Ortiz gets that 3-1 fastball right down the middle of the plate. And a rocket shot out over the Red Sox bullpen.
Ground ball foul outside of third. That is the 274th home run for David Ortiz. Ironically enough, it ties him for 5th on the Red Sox list with who else? Manny Ramirez. So Big Papi gets the Red Sox out to a 2-0 advantage. Youkilis fouls it off, and will do it again. 0-2. A 3-13 start to the night for Youkilis. 13 homers, 44 runs batted in. During the 2010 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston. For every home run hit by the Red Sox, Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Youkilis strikes out, and he very much disagrees with Ted Barrett.
He thought that fastball was inside, and it looked to be inside. We'll take another look at the Amica pit zone. Inside, but not by very much. I guess too close to take with 2 strikes.
Two down for J.D. Drew. Sad to see the Diamondbacks go, as Drew's numbers continue to rise against the Diamondbacks. His eyes light up every time he sees them. The former Dodger takes the 1-0 outside, 2-0. Last 43 games, Drew hitting at .316. Opposite field shot to left, and that ball is up off the top of the wall. Stops at second. The umpires have not yet called it gone, and Terry Francona will come out to debate.
Yeah, this might be one of those reviewable calls, because I think even left fielder Reed Johnson thought it might have been a home run. He was in no rush to get the ball back into the infield. Take one more look. Home run. So they've got to review this, and once they do, it'll be overruled, and it'll be ruled a home run for J.D. Drew.
Boy, that is the recurring problem out there in left field. That is the one that we have seen reviewed now so many times.
Yep.
It's just the ricochet off that short little shelf that comes back, that confuses the umpires. And, Jerry, if you think about it, if you're standing on the field looking up, you can't see that the way it comes off.
Exactly. It's much easier angle for us to see up here than it is for the umpires on the field. And I think they all agree that it's reviewable, and that's what they're going to go do right now. And they will come back and rule it a home run for J.D. Drew.
That's Brian Gorman. He is the crew chief of this 4-man crew. And they will head in and call this a home run for J.D. Drew when they come back.
So far in this innings, 2 home runs for the Red Sox. David Ortiz on a 3-1 count gets a fastball. And takes it almost off that Jordan's Furniture sign out there in above the bullpen. And now J.D. Drew going to the opposite field on a ball away from him, which he's been doing so well recently. Right on top of the wall for the home run there.
So for Drew, it would be his 8th home run of the year, his 37th RBI, and a 3-0 Red Sox advantage. The umpires here have to go down to the runway on the visitors' side here, on the third base side dugout. And it is just off the visiting clubhouse. Friday Night Baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Great seats at great prices. Well, we've seen quite a few now since this has been instituted, the reviewable home run calls, and they seem to here at Fenway Park always involve the ledge right above the green monster seats, right above the red line. Here they come, and there's the answer. J.D. Drew will come around. It's a home run, and it's a 3-0 Red Sox lead.
Well, it took a while. He had to stand at second base for a while, but it was all worth it.
Rick Honeycutt, the pitching coach for the Dodgers, coming out now. A fast start for the Red Sox on top, 3-0. It's time now for a look at the game notes brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Manny Ramirez, the 13th member of the 2004 World Series team to return to Fenway Park wearing a different uniform. There are only 3 current Red Sox who played in the 04 series that are still with the team. The 274 home runs in a Red Sox uniform. Manny Ramirez is now tied with David Ortiz, who just tied him for 5th on the all-time list. And of the 25 players in the 500 home run club, Manny is one of 3 to hit his 500th as a member of the Sox. There's a line out for Beltre that'll end the inning. But home run damage in the inning. Manny Ramirez will be batting when we come back. His former teammate has got the Sox off to a great start. It's 3-0 Boston after 1. In a 3-game series. Top half of the second inning, the Red Sox have a 3-0 advantage as Manny Ramirez left July the 31st, 2008, and he returns tonight to Fenway Park for the first time, and his fans are here in a big way. And again, earlier tonight, it was mixed reviews as he was taking batting practice. Some boos, some cheers.
How many times you see people standing up when a man's just on deck?
designated hitter number 99.
Here we go.
Manny Ramirez.
First pitch swinging to center field. Cameron in to make the catch for the out. Jerry, you tell me. I don't know.
Mixed bag.
Mixed bag.
Absolutely mixed bag.
People standing, some cheering, some booing. All loud, but tough to decipher one way or another.
Not too many men come to Fenway Park and have the crowd standing on their feet while they're on the on-deck circle.
Well, that's out of the way. One pitch, one out. The thing that always amazed me, I think, Jerry, while he was here, and there were times where Manny disrespected the game. There's no doubt about it. You were the first to point it out many times. But it always seemed no matter what Manny did, he was still cheered here at Fenway Park over and over again.
The fans were always on his side. And that's a lot of it to do because of the numbers that he put up here for the Red Sox. Same antics, different player. They would not have been on his side as much.
There was always a fun-loving side to him. There was always kind of a childish play that he always had. If you ever spend any time around him, that's him. This one is fouled off. Not sure there's a mean bone in Manny Ramirez's body ever. And a lot of times kind of accused of being kind of a child playing a child's game. But Manny Ramirez, the numbers, no doubt. They return here to Fenway Park for the first time. This one fouled down the right field line, out of play. You know what amazed me too, Jerry, was how aware of where he was in the history of the game. He knew. A lot of people think he didn't know anything about his numbers, just goes and sees, hits the ball. He knew about his numbers and where he stood in history.
I'll never forget the time when we were doing the celebration after the 2004 World Series. And he was named the MVP. And when he came up on the stage at the celebration here at Fenway Park, he whispered in my ear, he says, has any other Red Sox player been a World Series MVP? And I didn't have an answer for him at the time, but he knew exactly, what was going on.
And of course, his 500th home run as a member of the Red Sox. This is chopped to shortstop off the bat of Casey Blake. Scuderio throws him out. There's two down.
I think it's clear that he wanted out of this place. He made it very clear with his actions.
No question.
And the Red Sox sent him on his merry way. It was La-La Land for a while, Manny Land. That has kind of turned around a little bit, too, out there in L.A.
Two down here in the second inning. James Loney standing in.
You can tell by comments made also by his teammates, that they had the utmost respect for him as a player, for what he did, the numbers he put up here. But yet, in the background, there's plenty of them who knew exactly what he did, that he, kind of laid down on this team for a while. Some of the things that he would do occasionally to irritate teammates and managers.
And plenty of run-ins with those teammates along the ways that not everybody knows about. There have been many players who have gone to Manny Ramirez and tried to direct him in a different direction, tried to step up.
One thing you cannot argue, though, are the numbers.
This one is fouled straight back, and it's 2-1 to James Loney. But for theater purposes, none better, Jerry.
Well, look, tonight was better than the Yankees coming in.
It's unbelievable. But I was talking about the time he was here. I mean, you just never knew. Every day. And to be honest, I wondered if he'd even play in this series. I mean, we've seen in the past where all of a sudden my hamstring doesn't feel very well.
Exactly.
I mean, he knew what was coming up on the schedule. But Joe Torre has handled him great, and that's not a surprise. Joe Torre has handled so many so great. He's such a great manager. That one just missing. Ball 3, full count. No question was a challenge to Terry Francona every day of his existence here with Manny Ramirez. This one fouled off to the left and out of play. But I think in the end, Jerry, the last thing that I remember is when it was finally time for him to go, when you started to hear from his other teammates it was time for him to go. That's the first we had heard of that.
And that's why you have the mixed reaction here tonight. That's the only reason you have a mixed reaction, because of the antics right at the end.
Popped up off third. Beltre is going to go as far as he can, and he's going to make the catch against the railing to end the inning. Inning and a half done. It's 3-0 Boston.
Webb Showrooms, Frank Webb's Bass Centers for friendly experience guidance. Find his showroom at frankwebb.com.
3-0. Red Sox on top of the Dodgers as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Jason Varitek, Mike Cameron, Daniel Nava. There's Carlos Monasterios, who gave up 3 runs in the first inning. 2-run shot for David Ortiz, solo shot for J.D. Drew. Varitek at 263, 7 homers, and 12 runs batted in. Finds this foul. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Jason Varitek in the Arizona series was 5 for 9. A 1-2 pitch on the way to the captain. Is right back up the middle, ranging his Belliard from center field. No chance to get Varitek. He got a piece, I think, of the pitch on the way by also. As Varitek will reach it first.
Yeah, it did seem to slow down. The best chance was for the pitcher to make this play. A changeup away, but he does not get a glove down at all. Belliard, really no chance to make the play from that angle. And Varitek has himself a base hit.
So lead runner on for the Red Sox here in the second. Mike Cameron coming up. 254, no homers, 2 runs batted in. Jerry, all of us here at the Red Sox and NESN want to send best wishes along to former Red Sox general manager Lou Gorman, who is resting comfortably and watching the game across town at Mass General tonight. Certainly one of the nicest men ever to have worked in this game of baseball. Everyone is thinking of Lou. We miss you, Lou, and miss seeing you around the ballpark. Mike Cameron sends one out towards deep left center field. Back goes Reed Johnson to make the catch in front of the scoreboard for the first out here of the second inning.
Yeah, Lou, we hope you're feeling better. I know watching the game is probably making him feel better. There's no question about that, Lou. I'm just a baseball fanatic, and we hope you're doing okay and enjoy the rest of the game.
One out, Veritek at first base, Daniel Nava. 444 start to his major league career with a home run and 6 runs batted in. He was 4 for 10 in the series against Arizona, and last night had a 3-hit game. Was 3 for 4. In the air to left field, Reed Johnson is out there again, and there's 2 outs in the inning. Time now for Play of the Week, brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. This week we're saluting the Red Sox infield defense with some great plays from Marco Scutaro, Bill Hall, and Kevin Youkilis. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. With 2 outs and Jason Veritek at first base, here's Marco Scutaro. Grounded out to second base in the first inning. Monasterios acquired by the Dodgers from the Mets for cash considerations. This is low and away.
You're not going to see anything overpowering from Monasterios. That fastball at about 90. You saw the breaking ball. He's got the changeup.
He's from Miranda, Venezuela. 13th native of Venezuela to don the Dodger blue. And there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Mentioned that he had been doing the bulk of his work out of the bullpen. In the pen, a 1.83 earned run average, giving up just 4 earned runs in 19 2/3 innings. Opponents hitting at 233 against him in 11 relief appearances. He's a 24-year-old rookie right-hander. And tonight marks his 6th career start, 17th appearance overall. Pedroia waits on deck, 2 down. Off the glove, it slows it down to Belliard, who will take it to the bag at second to end the inning. We played 2 from Fenway. Red Sox lead at 3-0.
see and experience Weezer at MGM Grand at Foxwoods. Fist pump and head bob to your favorite Weezer hits Thursday, July 15th at 8 o'clock. Don't miss your chance to get tickets at MGM at Foxwoods.com or by calling 866-MGM-0609.
Third inning back at Fenway Park. Red Sox on top 3-0. Felix Doubront back on the mound again for the third. He's retired the first 6 Dodgers he's faced in the game. Ronnie Belliard's not waiting around. Shoots one out to center field. Cameron on the run. It's up over his head. And it'll one hop the wall. Cameron gets it back in, but Belliard's got a double. And first base runner of the night for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
That breaks up an 0 for 7 for Belliard as he jumps on that first fastball from Doubront and takes it well over the head of Mike Cameron in center field. One hop off that center field wall and the leadoff double here in the third inning. I think once these Dodgers hitters get through this lineup one time, they're going to realize that Doubront basically is a fastball pitcher.
The rumors were that the Rocket was here tonight, and he is. Roger Clemens sitting in the first row of the monster seats at Fenway Park tonight, taking in this return of Manny Ramirez to Fenway. Chop to first, diving is Euclid. Doubrant's going to cover, going to hurry, can't get there. Off his glove. Here comes Belliard from third. He'll score. Ball ends up in the dugout, so they will award second base to Johnson.
Well, it certainly looked like the flip was there in time and in good place, but Doubront just could not handle it. He tries to track it down before it gets in the dugout, but it gets in the dugout, and that's going to allow Johnson to go to second base. Nice diving play by Euclid. It looks like a good flip to first base, and he just took his eye off the baseball looking for the bag. Looks down for the bag before he has the ball in his glove. Now chasing it down, he slides and tries to keep that ball out of the Red Sox dugout, but it falls in. Doubront seems to be okay.
No RBI in the play. Reed Johnson, the former Toronto Blue Jay, now at second base. Nobody out. Jamie Carroll, formerly of the Colorado Rockies, stands in on the right side. Out of the number 9 spot. Bunt bid, and Euclid look to third, goes to first, where Pedroia covers for the out. Johnson takes third base.
Well, the Dodgers sacrificing. They lead the National League in sacrifice bunts. Euclid's making the play. He'll take a peek to third base. No play there, and grab the out over at first with Pedroia covering. They have sacrificed more than any other team in the National League.
So Johnson at third base, Matt Kemp the batter. He struck out swinging in the first inning. Last 8 games, Matt Kemp hitting 3 for his last 30. Struck out in the first inning. And grounds one foul. Is down 0-2. Vote for the Amica Pitcher of the Week at Nesson.com and enter to win a $100 gift card from Nesson to the Yawkey Way Team Store. Six of 10 Dodgers have been swinging at the first pitch from Felix Doubront. And very aggressive with him so far. This one tap foul. Do it again. 0-2.
And that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to show him a breaking ball every now and then. And just going to keep jumping on that first fastball.
Kemp hits it in the air to center field. Cameron going back, still going. Over his head again, and we're one hop the wall. Reed Johnson scores with the second run as Kemp motors to third base. Head first diving slide for a triple. And it's a one-run game. It's 3-2 now Red Sox, but here come the Dodgers.
Kemp does get a breaking ball this time that stays out over the plate and again up over the head of Mike Cameron in center field. It's like that ball surprised him a little bit as it traveled a little bit further than he expected. And Kemp, he can run. Once he realizes it gets over the head of Mike Cameron, he's off to the races and in easily into third base.
So after retiring, the first 6 batters that DuBron faced, he has given up a double. The error that he committed at first base and a ball that tipped off the top of his glove. Sacrifice, now a triple for Kemp and an RBI, and all of a sudden it's a one-run game. Tying run 90 feet away. 1 out in the inning for Russell Martin. A foul tip in a Veritex meant strike 1. Martin grounded out to second base first time up. Leads the team in base on balls. He's walked 29 times. Breaking ball missing down and in, 1-1. Right side to Pedroia. He looked at home, but goes to first for the out, and the game is tied. Kemp scores from third, and it's a 3-3 game as Martin's retired at first base, 2 down.
Infield back this early in the ball game. Ground ball to the infield. Run scores. Pedroia takes a peek home. No chance there. Gets the out at first base. And we got a new ball game.
Two down, bases empty. Andre Ethier grounded out to third base in the first inning as he takes ball 1. He was activated from the 15-day DL on the 31st of May. As he takes strike 1, 1-1. He was hitting at .453 in the month of May before going on the DL. Mentioned earlier, leads the National League with a .339 batting average. Coming into tonight's action, a .619 slugging percentage. And he's ahead 3-1. Last year, he led the team with 31 home runs, which was a career high. Also had a career high in runs batted in, 106. To center field, Cameron coming in and can't make the catch. It's off his glove. He was there, but it glances off the glove of Cameron on the sinking line drive, and Ethier will reach.
Just clanks off the glove of Mike Cameron. He was in good position to make the play, but couldn't make it. So he's been going back, coming in, and this one he can't handle. This will go as an error, his second of the season.
And the second miscue of the inning for Boston. So Ethier reaches, and it gives Manny Ramirez a chance. The matchup is brought to you by your New England Acura dealers at Fenway Park. .315 average. to right field. Drew coming in to make the catch on the sinking liner. J.D. may have hurt himself in the process, but he makes the grab that ends the inning. Dodgers score 3 times to tie the score 3-3.
Friendly events next month. Fenway Park will once again host the Futures at Fenway minor league doubleheader and the Cape Cod League All-Star Game. Both events have family-friendly ticket prices. Fans will enjoy autograph sessions as well as a discounted concession. Visit RedSox.com Futures or RedSox.com Cape Cod to get your tickets today.
Bottom of the 3rd inning back at Fenway Park. It is tied 3-3 now as Dustin Pedroia leads it off and takes strike 1.
Tough to tell what J.D. hurt on this, but it certainly seems something in the lower body. Looks like the right leg as he comes limping into the Red Sox dugout and seems to head up into the Red Sox clubhouse.
Being an outfielder for the Red Sox this year has been a tough thing.
At least Beltre was not involved in that.
On the ground is shortstop. Carroll to his left with a nice play. The throw in time to get Pedroia 1 down. The ultimate driving machine this week is David Ortiz. Brought to you by your local Massachusetts BMW Center. Visit bmwmass.com. David Ortiz in 6 games hit .478 with 4 doubles, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, and a .913 slugging percentage. Here is Big Papi. Hit a 2-run home run in the 1st inning. They shift on again. And again, the Dodgers bring Casey Blake, the 3rd baseman, to the right side of the infield. Jamie Carroll, the shortstop, left on the left side. It's up top, ball 1-1-1. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. Ortiz with a home run in the 1st inning now has 274 to tie Manny Ramirez on the Red Sox all-time list. With Manny in the house to watch it happen. Monasteros with a 1-2, which is up for ball 2, and it's 2-2 to Big Papi. Youkilis will be next. Red Sox batting in the 3rd. Schultz at foul and into the seats. Tommy Lasorda, Frank McCourt, owner of the Dodgers in the forefront, and of course Tommy Lasorda here with the Dodgers as always. Been a great ambassador for the Dodgers for so long, and generally we see him every year around Father's Day. He goes around to all the ballparks. Tommy Lasorda's official title is Special Advisor to the Chairman. A 3-2 pitch to Ortiz. Is ball 4 and a 1-out walk. First 3 pass served up by Monasteros.
Get a great deal for Dad for Father's Day. Go to Nesson.com/Olympia now to receive a coupon valid for 20,000, 20%, not 20,000 now, 20% off your footwear purchase at all Olympia Sports locations. Olympia Sports, get it for less.
We just grabbed the attention of every manager of every Olympia Sports across New England.
Not 20,000, 20% off.
People are racing to Olympia Sports for their 20,000 off. 1 out, 1 on. Youkilis hits a high fly ball to left field. Reed Johnson going back onto the dirt of the track to make the catch for the 2nd out. He's had a few of those tonight. Does have experience out there on left, of course, coming formerly with the Blue Jays.
Time now for the Coors Light Freeze Cam, and back in the 1st inning, J.D. Drew with a disputed home run call. They had to review it. They did, and they ruled it a home run. Coors Light Freeze Cam brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Two down, Ortiz at first base, and Darnell McDonald pinch hitting for J.D. Drew, who leaves this game with an injury. Again, it did appear to be the right leg. So he made his way off after making the final catch of the top half of the 3rd. McDonald to left. It's in for a hit. Up to 2nd goes Ortiz, and Darnell McDonald chips in with a base hit.
Darnell McDonald so far this season as a pinch hitter, now 5 for 6. He gets a breaking ball this time from Monasteros and hooks it in the left field for the base hit. David Ortiz has to stop at 2nd base. So the Red Sox trying to do some damage with 2 outs.
Two on, 2 down, Adrian Beltre. Lined out to the shortstop in the 1st inning. Snap throw to first, and he is just back.
That's a prearranged play right there between the first baseman and the catcher. First baseman may give a sign, or the catcher may give a sign. They're going to try a pickoff play. You can see he's already in motion when that pitch is going to home plate.
Ball 2, 2-0. Adrian Beltre, of course, with his career year with the Dodgers, worked out to be his last year there. What a year to be a free agent. 334, 48 home runs. The Seattle Mariners came calling. Strike one, 2-1, and obviously never able to duplicate those numbers in a Seattle Mariners uniform.
At a time, Seattle probably wished they didn't call.
Or if the line was busy when they did. To right field and a base hit for Beltre. Ortiz will be stopped at third base as Ethier gets it back in quickly. Bases loaded, 2 down.
Well, Beltre continues to swing a hot bat. 8 straight games. Started the game at .337, which is 4th best in the American League. Gets the ball down and takes it to the opposite field for the base hit.
Ortiz at third, McDonald at second, Beltre at first, 2 outs. Tie game right now. Monasterios is up to 46 pitches. Chance here for Jason Varitek to put the Red Sox back on top. Reached on an infield single in the second inning. Strike, and it's 1-1. Varitek this year 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs in this situation. 3 career grand slams for Varitek coming into this year. Lifts the fly ball to right, playable for Andre Ethier. It ends the inning, and the Red Sox strand them loaded in the inning. We're tied at 3 at the end of 3.
The excellent passion and tradition of top-flight European soccer comes to Fenway Park on July 21st at 8 p.m. as Powerhouse Celtic Football Club of the Scottish Premier League and Sporting Club de Portugal from the Portuguese Liga descend upon Fenway for the Fenway Football Challenge. Tickets will go on sale to the general public beginning at noon on Tuesday, June 22nd. Visit tickets.com/football at Fenway for more information.
All right, Jerry, our friend from the Red Sox, Sam Kennedy, to talk more about this soccer. Sam, great to see you.
Thanks, T.O. Good to see you.
Thanks for coming up.
Sam.
Doug, how are you?
All right.
Well, this is great news. I mean, there's so many things that have happened at Fenway Park over the last few years. Of course, the concerts here, the Winter Classic during the winter. Soccer's coming. Tell us about it. Tell us how it started.
Yeah, well, you know, we're grateful to our partners at the City of Boston. There's your pop fly there.
A little pop-up. And it is right around the bag at second. Pedroia takes care of.
Mayor Menino has been unbelievable in helping us bring some non-baseball events to the city. And, of course, John, Tom, and Larry reaching out to the different constituencies. We have the NHL and college hockey here this winter. And we thought, with the eyes of the world on soccer, over the month of June and July, we thought that no better event to host than soccer here at Fenway Park as a follow-up to the World Cup.
Well, it's been amazing, and you know the layout. As we look at the layout right now, what the Winter Classic looked like here. I mean, that was so well received. What a great event that was, and I guess that's kind of opened up the door to more from what you guys can do. It
has. You know, we have been committed to bringing fun, affordable family entertainment here to Fenway, and select events. Of course, baseball will always be the first priority, but when we have a chance to engage different community groups around New England, we feel a responsibility to go for it.
The fly ball to right field for Loney, and there's 2 quick outs in the inning. We want to show the map here and how this is going to work, Sam, and that's the way the field's going to look here at Fenway.
Yes, you can see Dave Miller has his work cut out for him. We're going to put some sod over the clay in the infield, and of course this is the 19th soccer game. Soccer was played here many years ago, but you can see it just fits, and the sight line should be terrific.
Here's the soccer in 1968. I'm hoping the attendance will be a little better for you than it was in 1968.
Yeah, well, you know, Celtic FC and Sporting Lisbon have a little bit more of a fan base, I think, than the Boston Bees. At least I hope they do, or I could be in trouble.
Now, you also have an event that's coming up this Sunday, kind of kicking it off.
We do. We've got our ceremonial first kick going on. We have our players and some Red Sox executives and ownership will be out there. Larry Lucchino, Theo Epstein, and others will be out there to see what the pitch looks like. All of this, of course, is to promote our ticket on sale, which begins Tuesday, June 22nd at noon on tickets.com. And the reaction, like the hockey, like the concerts, have been very positive. So we encourage everyone to go out and get your tickets early because we think this is going to be a very well-attended event.
Tell us about the caravan that's going to be going around.
Yeah, we figured that it'd be great to get out into the community. We're headed to Fall River, New Bedford, Cambridge,
very smart.
Dorchester. We're going to the soccer-rich environments, and we're going to bring the trophy that we're going to be giving the champion. The Celtic and Sporting have played 4 times in their history, and they're 2-2. So this is the rubber match here at Fenway Park, and we're also very grateful to Nesson, Sean McGrail, and Ray Gilbo and Joe Feld are going to be broadcasting the game. I don't know if you guys are available. We can talk about a role for you. I think it'll be in Oakland that day. But the game will be on throughout New England on Nesson, so thanks to our partners at Nesson for making that happen as well.
And of course, soccer right now, such a big thing going on, the World Cup going on. It seems like the timing of all this is great, too.
Yes, absolutely.
This is to right field in the final out of the inning. Good luck, and we can't wait to see it. Good to see you, Sam.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, as always.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Tied at 3 from Fenway.
That's enough. Time to go. See ya, Pudge. Pick up your check and see you later.
How long do you have to stay?
I think 5 innings.
That's it. Three as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning at Fenway Park. Mike Cameron, Daniel Nava, and Marco Scudero coming up in the inning. Sun setting in Boston in a 3-3 game. Carlos Monasterios about to throw his 50th pitch of his outing. And it's strike one to Mike Cameron. Cameron flied out to the warning track in center field in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. It's a fly ball down the right field line this time. Long run for Ethier onto the warning track to make the catch on the run for the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's time now for tonight's Twisted But True Fact. A month ago, the Phillies' Chase Utley was hitting .315. Now at .257, he's trying something to get out of this month-long slump. Voodoo, using 6 bats, 3 pieces of fruit, batting gloves, and a Red Bull. Utley built a shrine in front of his locker prior to Wednesday's game. Since building the shrine, he's 1 for 7, but the Phillies have won both games. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is the refreshing hard iced tea. It tastes like real iced tea, be a little twisted. So trying Voodoo. At least it doesn't sound like there's any fire involved or anything, because that could be a hazard.
Yeah, it's, players will try anything to get out of slumps. And I guess that's the way Chase Utley hopes to get out of his.
What is the craziest thing you've ever done to get out of a slump that you can talk about on the air?
Anytime I was in a slump, I try to bunt 4 times a game and try to at least get, maybe get one of them in there.
Okay, that is arable. One out here in the 4th. Daniel Nava swings at the 1-1 and fouls it back.
I wasn't smart enough for that voodoo stuff and all that. I really wasn't. Pretty simple guy. Just pull out the old drag butt.
Well, those 2 wins that the Phillies got with the voodoo for Chase Utley have helped the Red Sox indirectly. Those 2 wins were against the Yankees. As Nava fouls that off the shoe tops, 1-2.
Well, we all had to sit and watch the Lakers celebrate last night, which
painful.
Was very, very painful to watch. I didn't know. After the game, when Magic was up on this podium, grabbing, I didn't know that he was part owner of the Lakers.
I didn't know that either.
I think he's part owner. Or some big title. He's got some huge title with him.
You could feel it kind of slipping away, though, couldn't you, in the 4th quarter?
I felt good when they had, about a 13-point lead, but then you could just see it start to slide and slide and slide, and it just wasn't meant to be. Lakers, got to give them credit. Very, very good team.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Daniel Nava. 1 out here in the 4th inning.
I think Van Gundy wanted the Celtics to win. But I think the other 2 guys, Jackson, whoever does the play-by-play,
Green,
were big Laker fans. I just had that feeling watching the games.
You think there was favoritism among the announcing squad?
I think there was.
Now, your thinking is because his brother was beaten by the team that would have won the championship, that would have made him feel better?
I don't know.
Your thought process?
I don't know. That's just the feeling that I had in the games that I had a chance to watch. It's kind of the way I felt, It's a changeup gets Nava right there for the strikeout. But
well, see, that's the thing we battle all the time, Jerry. And now you're saying that it actually happens. A lot of people feel that announcers are pulling for one team or another, and we always say, oh, no, never. But you're actually thinking that...
I'm pulling for the Red Sox.
Right?
Of course I am.
Okay.
I'm pulling for the Red Sox, but when you're doing a national game like that,
that's the battle
you down the middle.
Right.
And my sense was that it was not. I just, maybe I take it that way because I was a Celtic fan. I don't know. But I'm pulling for the Red Sox every time they play.
This one is popped up. Down from first base comes James Loney. And he makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning, an 11-pitch inning. We played 4, tied at 3.
Game Day Live with Catherine Tappan and Dennis Eckersley. The Sox head to Colorado for the first time since their 2007 World Series win and prep to face the Major League leader in wins and ERA, Ubaldo Jimenez, during the series. Plus, we're counting down to the Bruins' Friday night draft special on NESN. It's all coming up Tuesday night at 7:30, only on NESN.
Well, Felix Doubront in his Major League debut is into the 5th inning in a 3-3 game against the LA Dodgers. At a 1-2-3 4th inning, it is Reed Johnson who leads it off here for the Dodgers in the 5th. Johnson, Carroll, and Kemp.
And how can you speak of the Dodgers without mentioning that Vin Scully is in the house tonight?
How about that? 61 years broadcasting Dodgers baseball between New York and Los Angeles. And of course, Vin works alone. And has for a long time. 61 years. Looks fantastic. We saw him in spring training the last time we were in Vero Beach, the last year that they were in Vero Beach, Dodger Town. And he doesn't generally come east unless it's New York. Otherwise, pretty much Colorado as far as east as he goes the last few years. One and two to Reed Johnson. Chopped up over the mound, ranging his Scudero, off-balance throw, and not in time. Too much speed from Reed Johnson to get down the line well. Good bid, though, by Scudero.
Yeah, nice effort by Scudero. Just too far to go to make that play. And it's very tough to make a strong throw from this position. Going away from that first base bag, and Reed, as you mentioned, speed too good. He beats it out.
That is the third Dodgers hit of the night, and it leads off the 5th inning. Here's Jamie Carroll. Sacrifice bunt, first time up. check in with Heidi.
Don, J.D. Drew left the game in the third inning with a right hamstring strain as he made the catch here on this liner from Manny Ramirez. We'll, of course, have an update for you immediately following the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live. A right hamstring strain for J.D. Drew. Don?
Okay, thanks very much, Heidi. Saw right away that he pulled up lame after making the catch and headed right to the clubhouse.
Now you hope that's not a serious thing because the hamstrings can hang on for a long time. Very tough injuries.
Well, McDonald took over for him in right field, and he's taken over for so many of the outfielders who have gone down this year for Boston. He's become very valuable. Ball 1-1-2. Leadoff single for Reed Johnson. He's at first base. Nobody out. Jamie Carroll, the batter, with a count of 1-2. A pop up right side. Pedroia makes a catch for the first out of the inning.
Voting is now open for the 2010 All-Star Game in Anaheim. Help send your favorite Red Sox players to this year's All-Star Game by voting up to 25 times at RedSox.com. Visit RedSox.com and cast your ballot now for your 2010 All-Stars. Vote early and vote often. Vote today at RedSox.com.
One out, Reed Johnson at first base, and Matt Kemp, the batter. He struck out swinging in the first inning, tripled and scored in the third to drive in a run. In the third inning, we saw the Dodgers score 3 times. In the air to right center field, Cameron and McDonald. McDonald calls off Cameron and makes the catch for out number 2. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Two outs here in the 5th inning. Reed Johnson still at first base, and here's Russell Martin. It's done the same thing twice. It's ground out to Dustin Pedroia at second base.
All of us here at NESN and the Red Sox want to say hello to a Red Sox Nation member from North Carolina, Scott Davenport. Scott, he was supposed to be at Fenway tonight as part of the Red Sox destinations trip, but his health situation prevented him from being here. Wish you were here, Scott. The rest of the group who are here at Fenway from the Triangle Red Sox Nation of North Carolina know you're here in spirit.
Two down, Reed Johnson at first base. Russell Martin batting now. Andre Ethier waiting on deck. And a 1-1 to Martin. He went around. And it's 1-2. Vortek gathering it quickly in the dirt.
Johnson at first base, 1 steal on the season. He's been caught 1 time. But with 2 outs, always that possibility he may be running to try to get in the scoring position.
Inside 2-2 to Martin. DeBron giving up a leadoff infield hit for Reed Johnson to begin the inning. He gets Carroll to pop out. Matt Kemp to fly out to right. 2 down, runner at first. Now it's 2-2 to Russell Martin. It's up top for ball 3, full count. DeBron ready with the 3-2 pitch to Russell Martin. Ball 4, he walks him. And that is just the first walk given up by DeBron of the night. So 2 on, 2 outs now in the 5th.
Want to cheer on the Red Sox from the legendary Green Monster? Pick up the Boston Sunday Globe this Sunday on June 20th to find out how you can win a pair of Fenway's most sought-after seats. The Boston Globe and Boston.com. We've got you covered, Boston. Who knows, you might have Roger Clemens sitting next to you.
Two outs here in the 5th, 2 on. Andre Ethier, the batter. Swing and a miss. 91 and by him. Ethier grounded out in the 1st inning. Reached on the error committed in center field by Mike Cameron. The Red Sox have made 2 miscues in the game tonight. It's 0-2. 93 that time. Too hard.
Fastball away from Andre Ethier at 93, as Don mentioned. Maybe the fastest, best velocity he's had in his fastball tonight.
Pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 93 again, but fouled off this time to the left. Manny Ramirez waiting on deck. He has batted already twice tonight. Flied out to center field in the 2nd, lined out to right in the 3rd. And if you're just joining us tonight, mixed reviews. Some cheering, some booing. This one grounded foul outside of 1st. Now, when Johnny Damon came back, to me, there were many more boos than there were cheers that night.
It was a Yankee.
And that's why.
That's why.
But what made it more confusing was that Johnny saluted the crowd, as you recall. He took his helmet off. Swing and a miss. Ethier strikes out. It ends the 5th inning. Halfway through this one, tied 3-3.
They could call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
Rihanna in the house. Please don't stop the music. Now, if you believe the tabloids, she's dating Matt Kemp, leadoff hitter for the Dodgers, and the fact that she's here at the ballpark would lead one to believe that perhaps the tabloids are correct. So LA is here, Jerry, and the Stars are here.
Yeah, terrific.
Bottom of the fifth inning. It is Dustin Pedroia to lead it off. David Ortiz, Kevin Youkilis. Now, that was Paul McCartney. May induce a different reaction from him.
I'm focused on the game, Don. I really am. Not superstars sitting in the stands.
On the ground, left side, into left field, a base hit. Dustin Pedroia's got his second hit of the night. He's 2 for 3.
Continues to rise for Dustin Pedroia. Came in at 270. Picks up his second base hit. He's 2 for 3 in this ball game. The ground ball between third and short. Red Sox have been scoreless since the first inning. No, she's a wonderful talent. There's no question about that.
David Ortiz homered in the first, walked in the third, has been aboard twice. His home run in the first, a 2-run shot, his 15th of the year. Tried to hold up and did, according to Paul Maurer.
I say he held up. Don says he goes.
I didn't say anything.
That's the way it always works.
I didn't say a word. Runner goes. Ortiz fouls it off. Pedroia was off with the pitch.
Pedroia heading to third base. He didn't realize the ball was hit foul by David Ortiz. He was into his slide when contact was made down that third base line. Pops up, looks to third, nobody there, but didn't realize the ball was foul.
High throw as Pedroia gets back to the bag.
Plus, one of our favorite superstars has to be Dr. Dre.
Absolutely. I forgot about that.
That's right.
We would like to thank Dr. Dre for sending us headsets, the Red Sox headsets that we saw earlier this year.
Have to get those in shape for the next road trip.
One is inside, ball 2-2-1.
Now, the doctor didn't exactly deliver them to us. He sent them to Heidi Watney,
who delivered them to us.
So we can't really say the doctor, came up to the booth and gave us headsets.
But they were intended for us.
They're intended. We think they were. We got 2 pair anyway. That's what's really important.
Breaking ball missing high, 3-1. And Asterios working here in the 5th inning, gives up a leadoff base hit to Pedroia. 66 pitches deep into his outing, working in the 5th. Pedroia takes off as Ortiz fouls off another, and it's a full count. 3-2 pitch to David Ortiz. Off is Pedroia, and there is ball 4. Throw down anyway, but walk for David, and his second of the night. 2 on, nobody out. Terry, off the top, we talked about the fact that one of the most devastating 3-4 combinations in a long time. Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz together. They're both in the Red Sox lineup. What they were able to accomplish together was pretty amazing.
One of the best combinations probably the Red Sox have ever seen in a Red Sox uniform. The Ortiz-Ramirez 3-4 combination.
Manny hitting behind him, David Ortiz's numbers. As Rick Honeycutt, the pitching coach, coming out for the Dodgers. Whether it's banking, investments, or insurance, Eastern Bank is here to help you and your community win. For each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 to the Boys and Girls Club of Lowell. Monasteros working here in the 5th inning. There is action behind him in the pen. A right-hander is up. Ramon Troncoso is warming. The pitching line is brought to you by a Boston area Lexus dealers. 4+, 3 runs, walked 2, struck out 2. 68 pitches deep. First 2 have reached here in the 5th on a single by Dustin Pedroia to left field. A walk for David Ortiz. And a chance here for Kevin Youkilis. He takes strike 1. Youkilis struck out in the first inning. Flied out to left field in the 3rd. He's 0 for 2. Laces it foul into the seats. And it's 0 2. Ball 1, 1 and 2. Dodgers tied for first in the National League West at 38 and 28 with the San Diego Padres. Giants are just a half game back. Colorado's 4 games out, so it's kind of bunched up at the beginning here in the NL West.
Next week, the Red Sox see the Rockies.
Right center field. Kemp on the run. Will dive and not get it. It's backed up by Ethier. Round from second comes Pedroia to put the Red Sox on top 4-3.
You could see that ball just slicing away from Kemp out there in center field. He makes a tremendous effort to make a play on this, but can't quite get to it. Watch this ball slice and slice away from Matt Kemp in center field. Goes into the dive, is backed up by Andre Ethier, but the Red Sox come up with a run. And out comes Joe Torre.
Monasteros gets into the 5th inning, but has not been able to record an out. It is 4-3 now. Red Sox pitching change from Fenway Park. debut. My partner Jerry and Dewey at the Tradition and much more. Catch the lineup Sunday at noon on the Ultimate Red Sox Show, presented by Arbella Insurance Group. Arbella Insurance, here for good. Jerry, they like your food.
Thank you.
Hello to everybody in Madison, New Hampshire.
That's where you're from, right, Don?
That's where I grew up.
That's also your daughter's name.
It is indeed. Thanks for remembering. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. And it is Ramon Troncoso who is into the game for the Dodgers. David Ortiz is at third base. Kevin Youkilis at second base. Nobody out. And it is Darnell McDonald who fouls the first pitch off to the right. Carlos Monasterios is responsible for the two men on. They are Ortiz at third, Youkilis at second.
Now, was it Madison that thought I was a nice man?
Yes, very nice. This is lined into center field, a base hit for McDonald. Ortiz will score, and the Red Sox take a 5-3 lead. A little bobble, and here comes Youkilis. He'll score. Wasn't going to come initially. But then a little bobble, and then he decided to come on in. The Red Sox tack on two more and lead at 6-3.
Well, McDonald will pick up a base hit, an RBI. Then the second run comes home on an error. It's a curveball to McDonald. Shoots it up the middle, but then Kemp bobbles it in center field. And another run comes in for the Red Sox. So a base hit and an E8. And give an RBI to Darnell McDonald.
He is one of two Gold Glove winners on the Dodgers. So a hit and an RBI, but 2 runs score on the play. All the runs are charged to Monasterios. He ends up being charged with 6. Adrian Beltre bats with 1 on, and still nobody out here in the 5th. There's strike 1. Beltre lined out to short in the first inning. Single to right in the third. McDonald takes off. The pitch is low. No throw from Martin, and a stolen base. Standing up for Darnell McDonald.
Now, we've seen the Red Sox the last couple of nights attempt quite a few steals, and that's because the pitches they've been facing have been very slow to home plate. So they've been very aggressive on the base paths.
McDonald now 6 for 6 on the season. 3 stolen bases in his last 2 games. What an opportunity this has turned out to be for Darnell McDonald. Just never know.
And he has made the best of it, the very best of it.
Doing some dancing out there at second as Beltre turns on this and sends it towards the moon. Right out of Fenway Park. Monster blast when the Red Sox lead at 8-3.
That's the old famous collapse on the back leg home run from Adrian Beltre. We've seen it 3 or 4 times this year where he'll get a breaking ball. It always seems to be on a breaking ball, and he is down in his back knee. And he hits this one an absolute ton to left field.
A 5-run 5th inning for the Red Sox, and there's still nobody out. 5 home runs, 14 runs batted in 15 games in the month for Beltre. Now a drive out towards deep left center field for Veritek, and that'll be off the scoreboard. Kemp gets it. Veritek going to second with a sliding double.
Well, Veritek, who has not played much recently, 2 for 3 in the ball game tonight. Going to the opposite field off the bottom of the left field wall. So for those who have been caught up in the NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs, and now starting to focus on the Red Sox, this is the way they've been playing.
Veritek safe at second, safe and secure New York life. Here comes Rick Honeycutt. Still nobody out in the inning. They need more from Troncoso. There is action in the pen. Right-hander up, Travis Schlichting. Well, the Red Sox had a 3-0 advantage after 1 inning. The Dodgers come back with 3 in the third to tie it up. A 5-run bottom of the 5th inning now as the Red Sox on top 8-3. They found the baseball. It's in the parking lot across the street.
Well, you don't want to throw it back. You don't want to do that. You want to keep it. The Red Sox hit it. Somebody's got a Benz out there. Somebody's got some cash.
Mike Cameron 0 for 2. He's flied out to center, flied out to right. Chop left side and through, well placed into left field. Veritek takes third base on the single from Mike Cameron.
Troncoso not exactly fooling the Red Sox. 4 batters, 4 base hits. Ground ball, top spin ground ball in a hole between third and short. Veritek had to hold at second base to make sure it got through, and then he heads to third base. So still nobody out. First and third for Boston.
Eighth batter of the inning for the Red Sox, Daniel Nava. Was flied out to left field and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Kicked off Martin strangely, and Cameron will take second base.
Oh, it's almost like Martin got crossed up, but that'd be strange. There was nobody at second base. It's like he was looking for something other than the fastball on that particular pitch, and now he's going to go have a conversation with his pitcher. But there was nobody on second base.
Charge pass ball to Martin on the play. Allows Cameron to get to second base. Nava fouls it off, evens the count at 1-1. Fouled off to the left, 1-2. Nava's fly to left and struck out swinging, 0 for 2. Red Sox now with 12 hits in the game. They're out hitting the Dodgers 12-3. Major League debut for Felix Dubron tonight for the Red Sox. He's through 5 and has thrown 70 pitches and now has a 5-run lead. Long wait here in the 5th. There's still nobody out. In the dirt, and it's 2-2.
Now, DuBront's done a nice job in this game, keeping the Red Sox in it, giving up the 3 runs in the 3rd inning, but the Red Sox have exploded offensively here now in the 5th inning and have got the big lead. And try and attack on a few more.
Nava gets hit with that pitch to load the bases. Joe Torre out to make the change here as the bases are loaded. Troncoso did not get anybody out as he faces 5 batters. And he will depart. The bases loaded. Red Sox on top 8-3.
And Peter Gammons, they'll look back at Manny Ramirez's return to Fenway and take a look at other recent Red Sox reunions. They'll bring you podium reaction from Terry Francona and Felix DuBront after DuBront's first Major League start, and have the latest sound from the Red Sox clubhouse. It's all coming up after the game on W. Mason Extra Innings Live.
Well, gone is Ramon Troncoso, who did not get an out in the 5th inning. He's responsible for all the men on. The bases are loaded. It's 8-3. Red Sox on top, as Marco Scutaro becomes the 9th batter of the inning for the Red Sox. And this is to the backstop, but no advance for the base runners. First pitch from Travis Schlichting into the game.
Don't want to take any chances there. Certainly nobody out. Bases loaded. Red Sox in a position to do a lot of damage. And that ball quickly got back to the backstop. Bounces back, and Veritek holds up at third base.
Schlichting his 3rd appearance, 1-0. He's worked 5 innings, 167 opponent's batting average. Got his first Major League victory June 2nd, 4 scoreless innings against Arizona. He's recalled from AAA Albuquerque on Wednesday for the 2nd time this season. He was first called up on May 31st, then sent back down June 3rd. It's 3-0 in 19 relief appearances for AAA Albuquerque. Scudero grounds one left side. The shortstop Carroll to second base for the force out. Run scores. In from third comes Veritek with the 9th Red Sox run. And Boston leads it 9-3.
Very close play at second base. Jamie Carroll with no other option but to go to belly on to get that force out, and they do. But the Red Sox push across another run as Veritek scores.
So 9-3, Red Sox on top. 10th man to bat in the inning is Dustin Pedroia. He got it all started with a single to left field. Those 2 hits tonight. He also singled back in the first inning. And multi-hit games in 6 now of his last 7 games. To center field, Matt Kemp makes his way back to make the catch. It's plenty deep enough. Tagging at third is Cameron. He'll score. Throw to second base is not in time. As tagging up there was Scudero. It's a sacrifice fly for Pedroia and a 10-3 Red Sox lead. We're here at Fenway Park in Boston. Don Orsillo with Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney bringing you Red Sox baseball in high definition on NESN. Coordinating producer of Red Sox baseball is Russ Kent. Senior coordinating director is Michael Marachi. Associate producer is Jim White. Production assistant Kane Galvin. And NESN's executive producer is Joel Fell. And we'll put on David Ortiz with first base open.
Third time that Ortiz will walk in this game tonight after the home run.
Well, if you're just joining us tonight, everybody wondering the reception Manny Ramirez would get.
Manny
There it was.
Ramirez.
And Manny swinging at the first pitch. Fly out to center field after that reception. A mixed bag of reaction here tonight. Some cheers, some boos for Manny. As Ramirez tonight 0 for 2. 7th time this year the Red Sox are in double figures in runs. They have 10 now on top, 10-3. 2 on here with 2 outs in the inning. Eucharist takes strike 1.
Take a look out at that scoreboard, and the Mets lead the Yankees 1-0. That's in the 6th. Tampa Bay losing to Florida 7-3 in the 5th.
So by night's end, the Red Sox could be within a game.
I know it's early to be watching the scoreboard, but at one point, about a month and a half ago, the Red Sox were getting in danger zone, falling too far behind those Cubs. They've made up a lot of ground.
One ball, 2 strikes. With 2 outs. Eucharist takes ball 2, 2-2. On May 23rd, the Red Sox were 8.5 games out of first place. They start the night 2 games back. Strike 3 call over the outside corner to end the inning, but what an inning it was for the Red Sox. They score 7 times and take a 10-3 lead.
Sold out or not, find your seats at Ace Ticket. Call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
Ten to 3 now. The Red Sox on top of the Dodgers as we head to the top half of the 6th inning. A 7-run bottom of the 5th inning. A 36-minute wait for Felix Dubron. Manny Ramirez batting for the 3rd time tonight. He has seen only 2 pitches. Fly out to center, lined out to right. As he takes that this time for strike 1. Away 1-1, and interesting to see the impact of the long wait for Dubron, who is working on so much adrenaline. His major league debut. He had 3 runs through the first 5 innings, but again 36 minutes in between pitches. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. And our question is, which 5 Red Sox right-handed hitters have won the American League batting title? I'll have the answer for you a little bit later. One ball, 2 strikes to Manny Ramirez. Fights it off foul, jammed at 94, and it's 1-2 still. Some ranks for Manny among active players: 3rd in home runs, 1st in RBIs, 3rd in runs, 2nd in doubles, 3rd in on-base percentage. One ball, 2 strikes. Leads off the 6th inning. In the dirt, 2-2. To center field and in for a base hit for Manny Ramirez. A single to begin things here in the 6th inning.
They try to go inside on Manny Ramirez, but he's able to get his hands inside the baseball as we normally see and shoot it up the middle for the base hit. So Ramirez 1 for 3 in the ball game tonight.
Leadoff single for Ramirez. Here's Casey Blake, 0 for 2, the former Cleveland Indian. Part of the team that was dismantled after their run against the Red Sox in the 7-game series against the Cleveland Indians in the American League Championship Series. Blake drives one out towards center field. Mike Cameron going back at the wall. It's off the wall. Cameron to Cameron, and the throw to second base is not going to get there. It is 2nd and 3rd with nobody out here in the 6th inning for the Dodgers.
Now, you mentioned the long wait for Dubron between innings, and maybe it's having some type of effect on him right now. Red Sox bullpen will probably get busy. Looked like a breaking ball that time that stayed up in the zone and off that center field wall. About halfway up the wall, played by Cameron, but 2nd and 3rd, nobody out for the Dodgers.
Scott Atchison first up for the Red Sox in the pen. As Dubron runs into some trouble here in the 6th inning. A single for Ramirez, a wall ball double for Blake, 2nd and 3rd. And James Loney, the batter, he's 0 for 2. And into right field, a base hit. It'll score Ramirez. Blake behind him. 2 quick runs in for the Dodgers as they answer quickly. It's now 10-5 Boston. And this quickly will get John Farrell headed out to the mound. Let's check in with Heidi.
Don, there have been many opinions about Manny Ramirez's return to Fenway Park. Well, I spoke with his former teammate David Ortiz. He said the biggest thing he learned from Manny was work ethic.
When I first got here, I see Manny doing a lot of work after the game, the spring training. I was like, what are you up to? And I'm working training with this guy. But it's after the game, the spring training, we leave the field around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon after we play, sometime even later. And it really impressed me, the way the thing. We would work out with this guy for a few hours.
Ortiz said Manny also taught him how to hit bombs. And you guys were talking about the mixed reaction he got when he came to the plate. There were more cheers than boos. And every single one of his former teammates that I talked with said they hope the fans remember the 2 World Series he helped the team win and not just the way he left town. Don, Jerry?
Okay, Heidi, thank you very much. Well, that's one thing that I think a lot of times was not maybe spelled out all the time, was how hard Manny worked in behind the scenes and how much work he did, Jerry. He would come here in the morning and work out a lot during homestands in the morning at Fenway Park. He'd be here at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning after a night game.
Yeah.
He worked very hard at his craft.
Yeah, we mentioned that a lot when he was with the Red Sox, the fact that not only at home but on the road, he'd find a gym to go to in the morning and get his workout in, and he was always hitting early in the afternoon. A lot of times he wouldn't take batting practice on the field. He'd just go in the cage and work on certain things there. But he was a hard worker. There's no question about that.
It's 2-0 to Ronnie Belliard, who takes ball 3, 3-0. Gibran clearly not the same here in the 6th inning at the moment. Atchison continuing to warm. Of course, he made an emergency start here for the Red Sox over the weekend last weekend when Daisuke Matsuzaka could not go and was placed on the DL. There's ball 4.
That's probably going to be it, I would think, for Dubron.
Here comes Terry Francona. 2 runs in for the Dodgers, 2 on. It's 10-5 Red Sox. Pitching change from Fenway Park. League debut. He departs responsible for 2 men on and ahead in this game, 10-5. Pinch hitter here for Reed Johnson is Garrett Anderson. And Scott Atchison's into the game for Boston, his 11th appearance, 0-1 with a 4.76 earned run average, 262 opponent batting average. Garrett Anderson back in Southern California again after spending so many years as a member of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Went to the Atlanta Braves, and now Garrett Anderson with the Dodgers, hitting at 165. He signed with the Dodgers as a non-roster invitee to spring training in March. Takes the strike, and it's 2-1. Anderson had a string of 14 consecutive opening day starts from 96 through 2009. That came to an end this year. Races this foul back into the seats. .37 pinch hitting appearances already for Anderson. He does have 1 home run. He bats with runners at first and second, nobody out. Pickoff play at second, and back safely is James Loney.
Scudero likes to do this. He does it quite a bit. A little bit late on the combination of Atchison and Scudero for that pickoff attempt.
Swing and a miss. Anderson strikes out. First out of the 6th inning.
Good curveball right there from Atchison to pick up the strikeout against Garrett Anderson. Another pickoff attempt at second base after that as Veritek threw down to Scudero from his knees. Ball hit, looked like it hit Loney.
Jamie Carroll. There's the batter. He takes strike 1. Carroll with a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning. Popped out to second base in the 5th. On the outside corner, it's 0-2. Red Sox 5 for 8 with runners in scoring position. The Dodgers 2 for 6. They have 2 on with 1 out. 0-2 in the dirt outside, 1-2. Kemp waiting on deck. 1 out here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. Atchison with back-to-back strikeouts since coming in. 2 down.
Looks like the cut fastball this time from Atchison, down and away to pick up the strikeout. 2 very big strikeouts for Atchison since being in the ball game. Trying to cut off this jam here by the Dodgers.
Matt Kemp struck out in the 1st inning, tripled in the 3rd, flied out to right in the 5th inning. As he takes strike 1 over the outside corner. LeBron hoping the bullpen can help him out and secure his first major league win. He did go the minimum number of innings to make himself eligible, 5 innings. On the ground at third base, Beltre's got it to go to second for the force out that ends the inning. The Dodgers do get 2 runs. We're through 5.5. It is 10-5 Boston.
For a revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find out the code at your local Benjamin Moore retailer.
Garrett Anderson stays in the game and takes over in left field for the Los Angeles Dodgers, as standing in on the right side is Darnell McDonald. It is 10-5 now. The Red Sox on top of the Dodgers in the 6th inning. McDonald, Beltre, and Varitek to face Travis Schlichting, who came into the game last inning. This one foul down the right field line. It's 0-2.
Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities.
Darnell McDonald coming into the game. J.D. Drew leaving with a right hamstring problem. And since McDonald has come in, he was 2 for 2 in the game. Single to left, single to center field. As he takes ball 1 away, 1-2. Biggest inning of this game, the Red Sox batting in the bottom of the 5th, scored 7 times. There is strike 3. Darnell McDonald strikes out. It's time for a game break, and Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Here at Fenway Park, Red Sox have a 10-5 lead over the Dodgers. 1 out in the 6th inning. Former Dodger Adrian Beltre takes strike 1. Beltre is lined out to short. He is singled to right and hit a home run, a long home run, back in the 5th inning. Popped up, foul ground, back towards the screen and out of play.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covered, it's how you treated. And the home run pitch to Adrian Beltre, a breaking ball that stays middle in. Beltre down on that one knee. Hits it way out of Fenway Park.
Takes ball 1, and it's 1-2.
Talked about going way out of Fenway Park on that home run. Check out the distance on this one. Into the parking garage across the street.
Now he strikes out, kind of a half-hearted swing. And it's 3 strikeouts in a row now for Schlichting. There's 2 down in the 6th inning.
Schlichting doing a pretty good job of quieting this Red Sox offense since coming into the ball game. Fastball outside part of the plate. Beltre cannot control the head of the bat. Definite swing there.
Two outs for Jason Varitek. 2 hits in the game, 2 for 3. Drive to right for Varitek. Ethier going back onto the warning track to make the catch at the wall. That ends the inning. We have played 6. Red Sox have a 10-5 lead. A's Ticket. Great seats at great prices. Ten to 5, Red Sox on top of the Dodgers as we head to the top half of inning number 7. Russell Mark leads it off against Scott Atchison, who came into the game in the 6th inning and tired all 3 batters he faced. Martin has grounded out twice and walked as he takes strike 1. Tomorrow will be Tim Wakefield matched up against Vicente Padilla. Certainly a pitcher the Red Sox are familiar with. Padilla 1-1. And Clay Buchholz and Hiroki Kuroda in the final game of the series. It is Fox tomorrow and ESPN on Sunday. Tim Wakefield will be looking for his 3rd win of the year. He's 2-5. Martin strikes out. Atchison with his 3rd case that's coming in.
Once again, that cutter from Atchison. What a nice job he's done since coming in the ball game. Struck out the final 2 guys. Actually, 2 strikeouts last inning, and now the leadoff man here in the 7th.
So 1 out here in the 7th inning. Andre Ethier 0 for 3. He's grounded out, reached on an error, and struck out. There's strike 1. And Ramirez waits on deck. A 1 for 3 night for Ramirez in his return to Fenway. Slap foul, still 1-2. We'll do it again. Red Sox are 6 games into a 15-game stretch against National League teams. 5-1 so far during that stretch. Overall in interleague this year, they're 7-2. Euclid will need help. Atchison is there. A good lead to the bag for out number 2. It's time now for the answer to our AT&T trivia question. Which 5 Red Sox right-handed hitters have won the American League batting title? Manny Ramirez, 2002. Nomar Garciaparra won it twice, 99 and 2000. Former teammate of yours, Jerry Carney Lansford, in 1981. Jimmy Fox in 1938 and Dale Alexander in 1932. 12 Red Sox have led the American League in batting. And he finished in the top 5 3 times with Boston. And as you may remember, the year that Bill Miller won the batting title, he and Manny were tied to 326 that last day of the year, and Manny chose not to play that day. And Bill Miller won the batting title. It really didn't
about the batting title.
It didn't really seem to bother Manny at all.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. It was what Manny would always say. Just about everything you can ask him. This one was fouled off to the right. You know, Jerry, on the charter, a lot of times Manny would sit near where we do, and Manny would be diagonally across from where I would sit a lot. And Manny loved to look at car magazines. I mean, endless car magazines. He would sit there and look at them, and every couple of minutes he'd lean over and kind of show me one with a color and say, "What do you think?" And I'd be like, "Not bad, yellow, a lot of yellows." But the guy loves cars.
He was very interested in antique Cadillacs. He had a friend of mine once trying to chase one down for him out of New Hampshire. Never did buy it.
2-1 pitch misses, and it's 3-1.
But it didn't matter.
Don't matter. But that is true, though. I mean, you think about it, there are very few athletes that are not affected by what's going on around them. I never get the impression that Manny was ever affected by anything that was going on around him. Just did not feel pressure. Which, as you know, as a professional athlete, I can't imagine you not feeling pressure.
Sometimes you wish you were like Manny Ramirez, you know, you just come out and do your thing and not let it bother you when you're not doing your thing. It's a unique bird, that's for sure.
3-2 pitch to Manny. Strike 3 call. They liked it in Fenway. 7th inning stretch, 10-5 Red Sox. It's time for a Sports Desk update with Paul Wright. For the 7th inning, Mike Cameron settles in. Travis Schlichting has settled in pretty well. As Cameron drives this towards left field, deep and high off the wall. Matt Kemp plays the Caron quickly, and it's a very long single for Mike Cameron to begin the 7th.
5 Red Sox tonight have 2 hits in the ball game and put Cameron in that category, 2 for 4, as he finds the high left field wall. Missed a home run by about maybe 7 or 8 feet.
Lead runner on here for the Red Sox in the 7th inning. Daniel Nava, the batter. He was flied out to left, struck out, and walked. Francona talking before the game about a number of different contributions coming from different places, as you see George Sherrill warming in the pen, the former Oriole and Mariner. And it really is amazing. The guys the Red Sox have brought up all seem to have chipped in and been part of wins. You know, Darnell McDonald arriving on the scene and quickly being a part of it. Nava doing the same. Drives this down the left field line towards the corner, and it's caught by Anderson for the first out of the inning. But before the game, Heidi Watney had a chance to catch up with a special guest.
Well, thank you, Don. I'm joined by Ernie Bach Jr., and you've got a special thing with guitar strings going on. Can you explain that?
Guitar strings bracelets from musicdrivesus.org. You can buy them on musicdrivesus.org. They're guitar string bracelets. It's for benefiting Music Drives Us. Musicdrivesus.org. What color do you like?
Gosh, I like all of them. Let's go Red Sox red.
Red Sox red. Okay, here's a red one right here. Put it right on you. You can get it at musicdrivesus.org. They're great.
Okay, and
it all benefits Music Drives Us.
And Music Drives Us actually benefits schools, right?
Yeah, bringing music into schools, the arts. We have to keep it in the schools. They're cutting it left and right. Music Drives Us is putting it back in.
And it's great to have that creative energy for the children in our schools. So musicdrivesus.org. You can get some very cool guitar string bracelets.
They're really, really cool. They look great.
They do look great. I like them. Well, thank you. All right, back to you, Don.
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. We'll be looking for ours. One out here in the 7th inning. Mike Cameron at first base. Marco Scudero, the count of 1-1. It's outside, ball 2. Scudero tonight has grounded out, reached on a fielder's choice, hopped out, and reached on another fielder's choice. Does not have a base hit. Red Sox have 13 hits in the game. Chopped down the third baseline. It's fair. Nice play by Blake to throw to first in time. What a play. Casey Blake right down the line at third, and he throws out Scudero, 2 down.
Yeah, terrific play there by Casey Blake, going to the line into the dive, and very quick back to his feet to make that throw to first base. Bounces right back up, takes a look at second base, no play there, and then across the diamond to get Scudero.
Two down, Cameron at second base, and Dustin Pedroia, the batter. In the dirt, gets away from Martin, and Cameron will take third. Cameron 90 feet away. Red Sox on top by 5 runs. Looking for more here in the 7th. Ball 2, 2-0. Strike, and it's 2-1 to Pedroia. Down low, ball 3. On the hook for this game is Carlos Monaserius, who started the game tonight for the Dodgers. 6 innings, 4+ innings, 6 runs and 4+ innings. Ramon Troncoso came in and didn't get anybody out, gave up 4 runs. 3-1 is ball 4 to Pedroia with 2 outs in the inning. Cut back on the phone again. Joe Torre coming out to make the pitching change. 2 outs in the 7th inning. It is 10-5 Boston. New pitcher is George Sherrill into the game for the Dodgers. His 26th appearance, an 0-1 record, 6.88 earned run average. Opponent sitting at 309 against Sherrill. David Ortiz bats with runners at first and third and 2 outs. Ortiz tonight has hit a 2-run home run back in the first inning. Since then has walked 3 times.
As you mentioned, Don, Red Sox very familiar with Sherrill, pitching a long time in the American League.
Ortiz is just 1 for 10 against him in his career. With 5 strikeouts as he takes ball 2, 2-1. Cameron at third base, Pedroia at first base, 2 down. Ball 3. Red Sox have action in their pen. Dustin Richardson is warming. George Sherrill, the pitcher for the Dodgers, activated from the 15-day DL on June 8th. Missed 14 games with some back tightness. Ortiz lifts the fly ball to shallow center. Can't get started back. Now comes in, recovers, and makes the catch that ends the inning. Red Sox stranded there. We're through 7. It is 10-5 Boston. Dodgers here in the 8th inning from Fenway Park. Scott Atchison back on the mound for the 8th. And the first pitch strike into Casey Blake. And a nice defensive play in the bottom of the 7th inning. Blake 1 for 3 night brewing. He had a double in the 6th inning. Scored a run. Breaking ball fouled off himself, and he's down 0-2.
Breaking ball, he hits on top of and right off that left foot, it looks like.
Strike 3 call. That is the 5th strikeout for Scott Atchison since coming into the game.
Now, Atchison came into the game with 12 strikeouts, but as Don mentioned, that's 6 to that total in this relief appearance. A very good relief appearance by Atchison tonight.
One down here in the 8th inning. James Loney coming up. It's a new career high for Scott Atchison. 1 out in the 8th. Loney takes strike 1. Only fouled out to the third baseman Adrian Beltre in the 2nd. He lined out to right in the 4th. Single to drive in 2 in the 6th inning. It's the last time the Dodgers scored. It was 10-3 at the time. It's now 10-5. To left field, Daniel Nava makes the catch for out number 2. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region by J.D. Power and Associates. It takes teamwork to bring home the trophy. Two down here in the 8th inning for Ronnie Belliard, who will take strike 1 from Scott Atchison. Belliard has doubled, flied out to right, and walked. In the dirt outside, 1-2. Atchison making his first career start on this homestand against Philadelphia after Daisuke Matsuzaka was scratched just about 20 minutes before game time. Matched a career high 3 innings pitched. It was the second time that he had done it in his career. This is outside, 2-2. Fly ball to right field, sending Darnell McDonald back a few steps to make the catch. It ends the inning. Well, it's a 3-inning effort for Atchison. It's a 10-5 Red Sox lead. return of Manny Ramirez. Some mixed reviews here tonight at Fenway from the crowd. His old friend David Ortiz up to his old tricks, though, a 2-run home run in the first inning. Part of a 3-run first for the Red Sox. Adrian Beltre would homer in the 6th inning. Part of a 7-run 5th inning for the Red Sox, who lead it 10-5 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Kevin Youkilis leading it off here in the bottom of the 8th. Youkilis 1 for 4 in the ballgame with a double back in the 5th inning. There's a strike. The new pitcher is Ronald Belisario, who becomes the 5th pitcher of the night for Joe Torre and the Dodgers. His 28th appearance, a 1-0 record, 4.44 earned run average. Sitting at 240 against Belisario. So Sherrill came in just to face left-handed hitting David Ortiz, and he got Ortiz with runners at the corners to fly out to center field. So he got his job done. Tap foul, 2-2. Belisario limiting opponents to a 240 batting average. He has 19 scoreless outings of 23 appearances. Another guy who spent time on the DL this year also. Tip got a piece of Russell Martin, it appears. McDonald and Adrian Beltre here in the 8th. A sweep of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Take game 1 of this 3-game weekend series against the LA Dodgers. 3-2 is on the ground at third base. Casey Blake spins and fires. And Youkilis is out number 1 of the 8th.
Coming up after the game tonight, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll bring you highlights from around the major leagues, including Steven Strasburg's third start, a look ahead to this weekend's pitching matchups, plus the final word from the ballpark. It's all coming up after the game, only on NESN.
So 1 out here in the 8th. And here is Darnell McDonald. McDonald with singles in the 3rd and 5th inning. He struck out in the 6th. Took over for J.D. Drew, who left the game with a hamstring problem. This one fouled off, 1-1.
Another Manny moment as we look back at Manny rounding third base and actually just about running over DeMarlo Hale as he comes around.
At the stop sign.
Had the stop sign, and DeMarlo had to get out of the way. Manny scored standing up. Of course, Heidi will be talking in the coach's corner with DeMarlo Hale after the game. Maybe she'll talk about that play.
Ground ball right side. Belliard at second base gathers and throws, and Darnell McDonald is retired. 2 down. Comes Adrian Beltre. A long 2-run home run back in the 5th inning. grabbing his backside after that cut. Larry Lucchino last night was hit by a foul ball towards the end of the game, and Tom Warner and John Henry want to make sure that he feels all right. Think of all the baseball games Larry Lucchino has been to. And right towards the end of the game last night, Jerry, he got hit with a foul ball. So they're wishing him well.
In the pavilion level, I think, right below us.
So 1-2-3-8, we head for the ninth. It's 10-5 Red Sox. BMW Center, KM Natural Casing Franks, Bermuda Tourism, your New England Toyota dealers, Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network, Sullivan Tire, and by Southwest Airlines. 10-5, Red Sox on top of the Dodgers, top half of the ninth inning from Fenway Park. Dustin Richardson into the game, third appearance. Sitting at 333 against Richardson. Garrett Anderson to lead it off here in the ninth. Pinch hit in the sixth inning and struck out. Pops it up, foul ground back and out of play. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout. Special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Anderson takes ball 1-1-1. Richardson making his season debut on the 13th against Philadelphia. Relieved Tim Wakefield. He was recalled from Pawtucket on the 12th of June. Made his major league debut for the Red Sox last year. In 2009, he tossed 3 1/3 scoreless innings in 3 relief appearances for Terry Francona in 2009. Strike 2, 2-2. drive to right for Garrett Anderson. Deep and far. Darnell McDonald at the wall. Leaps. And cannot make the catch. It is gone. Garrett Anderson takes it out of the yard. A home run to make it 10-6. McDonald tried to time the leap out there in right field, but the former Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Garrett Anderson with a home run.
Second at bat of the game for Anderson. He gets a high fastball and hits a high home run. Darnell McDonald back to the wall, but could not quite come up with it.
So 10-6 now, still nobody out. Jamie Carroll takes ball one. Action in the Red Sox pen. Daniel Bard starts to warm up. And then for strike 1-1. A reminder to stay with us after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Complete post-game coverage is coming your way. 1-1 to Jamie Carroll. It's up top, ball 2-2-1. Felix Doubront started when 5+ innings, giving up 5 runs. Scott Atchison was outstanding. 3 shutout innings, 3 hitless innings. He struck out 5. And really calmed things down. Pitching the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings and striking out 5 batters. Tying a career high in innings pitched for Atchison, going 3. Strike 3 call. 1 down in the 9th.
Second time that Carroll has struck out tonight. Fastball right down the middle, about knee high. First strikeout of his major league career.
1 down. It is the 8th K for Red Sox pitching tonight. That's Kemp. The battery is 1 for 4 in the game. And an RBI triple back in the 3rd inning. To center field and a base hit for Matt Kemp. His 2nd hit of the night.
The top performer of the game is brought to you by Jaguar. And Felix Doubront tonight has a chance to pick up his first major league win. Top performer of the game brought to you by Jaguar. As you look at Felix Doubront's numbers tonight.
Strike 1 from Richardson. Russell Martin tonight has grounded out to second base twice, walked and struck out. He's grounded out back in the 3rd inning, produced a run, his 16th RBI of the year. In the dirt, knocked down by Veritek. No advance for Kemp at first base.
Nice job by Veritek late in the game, still bouncing around behind the plate. Doesn't try to catch it, blocks it right off the chest protector.
Ball 2, 2-1. Tampa Bay has lost tonight 7-4 to the Florida Marlins, while the Yankees are trailing the Mets 3-0 in the 8th inning. Red Sox on top here 10-6 as there is ball 3. Bard in the pen in case. Richardson running into trouble here in the 9th. The leadoff home run to begin the inning by Garrett Anderson. Jamie Carroll strikes out, a single for Kent. Now a 3-1 pitch to Russell Martin. It is fouled off to the right, full count. We're starting to get into the heart of the order now for the Dodgers as they bat in the 9th, trailing now by 4 runs. Andre Ethier on deck. Manny Ramirez after that. Ground ball down the third baseline, foul. Kemp at first base, 1 out. Line into left field, a base hit. Over is now going to play it. Russell Martin has his first hit of the night, and it's first and second now with 1 down. And here comes Terry Francona to make the move. 10-6, Red Sox on top of the Dodgers, but the Dodgers are making some noise in the 9th.
brought to you by Safeco Insurance. 2 veterans go to the Hill tomorrow in Game 2 of the series. Tim Wakefield gets the ball for the Red Sox. Vincent Padilla will coming off the DL for the LA, will making his first start since April 22nd.
Daniel Bard into the game with 2 on and 1 out in the 9th inning. This is a save situation. Hot shot picked by Youkilis at first. To second for 1, back to first. Not in time. They do get Martin at second base. 3-6 on the force out. And a nice play by Kevin Youkilis laying it out.
Pickett down there at first base. This ball hit very hard. And Youkilis to the backhand goes to get that force play at second base. That almost turned it into a double play. Very close at first base. Daniel Bard awkwardly tagging that first base bag.
Well, Manny Ramirez with a chance to do some damage here. First and third with 2 outs in the 9th. Tonight, in his return to Fenway Park, he is flied out to center, lined out to right, singled to center and scored. Struck out looking in the 7th. Runner at first goes as Ramirez takes strike 1. Ethier now stands at second base. Offensive indifference. Ball 1-1-1. Bard coming into a save situation with the potential tying run on deck when he came into the game. Dustin Richardson is responsible for the men on, and he gave up the home run to Garrett Anderson that started this 9th inning. Ramirez fouls it off, and it's 1-2, 99th and Bard. Don't forget, after the game, stay with us for Granite City Electric's Red Sox Final. It's coming up from our NESN HD Television Center. This capacity crowd at Fenway Park stands as one. One ball, 2 strikes. And he fouls it off to the right. Power versus power. 99 on the fastball from Bard.
Fastball up and away from Ramirez. Ramirez fouling it off. The hotter a guy throws, it seems like the quieter Manny gets.
Kemp at third, Ethier at second, 2 outs in the 9th. Time call, Veritek out to talk to Bard. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Away, and it's 2-2. He drops the slider on him, hoping Manny would chase.
Yeah, after all fastballs, he goes to that breaking ball, but misses the outside corner.
Pitch. Strike 3 call. A fitting way to end tonight's ball game. Manny Ramirez down by way of the K to end the night. The Red Sox take game 1 of the series against the Dodgers as they win it 10-6. And tonight, Jerry, wild night at Fenway Park and the return for Manny Ramirez.
Well, it was all about Manny tonight at the start of the game. It was all about the Red Sox during the game. Their offense once again clicking, scoring the 10 runs. Scott Atchison with a great performance out of the bullpen. And Felix Doubront picking up his first Major League win and a spot start here for the Red Sox.
Well, 10-6 win. Bob's Discount Furniture keeps growing and growing, and so does their commitment to the system. And tonight's save of the game is worth $1,400. The next save will be worth $1,450. So far this season, Bob's Discount Furniture has donated